All right, folks, I am brand new at this, so we're going to see what happens. Reggie Ray here. We're going to watch the top 10 scariest Bigfoot videos ever. So this should be pretty good. Let's dive right into this rabbit hole and see if we can find us a real live Bigfoot.
In 2014, a family was filming a joyful Christmas video when, just after everyone wished each other Merry Christmas and the woman filming panned past the tree, a dark figure appeared outside in the wood. A few family members noticed the figure right away, prompting the woman to go outside to investigate and hopefully capture it on film again. She asked another person who was recording if he had seen it, and he said no. She mentioned that the figure was really large. Shortly after, the family's dog began barking at the supposed Bigfoot, clearly frightened by whoever was out there. The situation grew more alarming as the figure got dangerously close, leading them to decide to go back inside.
Say Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
The tree.
What was that?
Oh my God. Did you see that? Oh.
Oh, there goes.
Oh no.
Not sure that little dog wants any part of Bigfoot.
We're real scared of them. Rap. You stay here, Rap. You stay here. Oh, there it is, right over there.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We better get back inside, guys.
Yeah, I'd get back inside.
I'll do my best to improve the footage at all key points so you can hopefully get a clearer view of the alleged Bigfoot. Some argue that the woman's reaction suggests the footage might be fake, but it's important to remember that people respond in various ways. While some might panic, others could remain calm as their mind processes what they're seeing. The dog's reaction is also unusual, and some believe it would be very difficult to train the dog to act that way. However, the dog's behavior might not be conclusive. It's possible that it could simply be a person in a costume. Many believe the video's beginning casts doubt on its authenticity, as it seems too coincidental that a Bigfoot was caught on camera the moment it was turned on. Overall, it appears there are nearly as many believers as skeptics regarding the video.
I don't know. I agree with what the guy said. I feel like it would be kind of hard to get your dog to go along with a prank, but at the same time, it could have been a friend of theirs out there in a suit. Here we go. Here is number 9.
Number 9. In this video, an alleged Bigfoot is seen shaking a tree in a Florida wildlife preserve. Sasquatch Academy suggests that it might have been pulling bark off the trees in search of grubs and other insects. They have observed this behavior in the park, noting several trees stripped of bark up to around 8 or 9 feet high. Take a look.
It's really moving that tree.
People are curious why the video ends so abruptly and why it appears shaky. The shaking is likely due to the cameraman having to zoom in significantly to capture the creature. If it is a person in a costume, They would need considerable strength to shake a tree of that size. Viewers have also noted the creature's long arms as a potential indicator of authenticity. It's unsettling how easily the creature bends the tree, but it's possible it could just be a strong individual in a costume. Some argue that its walking style is too human-like to be a genuine Sasquatch. Unfortunately, there's no available background information on who filmed the footage or what led to its recording, so for now, we can only analyze the video itself. Number 8.
That was pretty interesting. I work out in the woods quite a bit, and that looked like a pretty decent sized tree, and he was shaking it around pretty good. At the same time, we don't really know how far away it is. We don't really know if it was actually 9 foot tall. It was really blurry. It seemed to me like that could have been somebody or somebody in a suit, or that could have been Bigfoot. He had a hold of that tree. He was shaking it pretty good. All right, here we go with number 8.
This footage was captured by Robert Dodson and allegedly features a clear Sasquatch head somewhere in the woods. In the beginning, he films a cage and says that he placed tomatoes inside it. But unfortunately, none of them had been taken yet. Now, suddenly, around 2 minutes and 40 seconds into the video, something can be seen inside the forest. Take a look and see if he noticed anything, all right?
Now, I'm walking through there and I can see your camera 200 feet off long before I get in that 50-foot trip range. And just the most you can hope for.
I'll now zoom in and enhance the footage so you can get a better look. Some people say, this is just a dark tree in the background with light bouncing off leaves, creating the illusion of a face staring right at us. Others are saying this is clear evidence of a Sasquatch caught on camera.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know
Number
about
7.
that one.
This might be the most controversial video on the list. A woman started recording this video when she was out driving at night with her husband, and they hit something they thought. It was a deer, but backed up to make sure it wasn't a dog or a person. When suddenly a large creature started running toward them, take a look at the original footage.
Hit something. Hope it didn't hurt the car. Somewhere. Is that it right there? There it is. Oh my gosh.
Now I'll enhance the footage as well as zoom in and slow down.
That looks more like a person. What's all this like black blob right here? That's the other thing I noticed about these videos.
What most
sometimes.
people point out is proof that it's fake, is the fact that it was a very convenient sighting. How
Yeah,
come just that they start recording, they randomly catch it on camera, but that could honestly be said about almost anything, out of the ordinary human, but to that believe us ask them how they know how Bigfoots run. Like, is it written anywhere how they run, and how do they know? Believe us point out the massive size of the man in a costume or creature or whatever it is. Some say the arms are also longer than humans, but whatever you think, it remains the
that's
video
hard
on this
telling.
list that most people are skeptical about.
That
Number
was
6.
I don't know about that one. That looked fake.
This video captures a Bigfoot sighting in Provo Canyon, where the supposed Bigfoot hurls a rock at the cameraman.
What the?
What many people have pointed out about the video is the enormous size of the creature and its exceptionally long arms. What's puzzling is that if this is a person in a costume, it's unclear how they could throw a rock with such long arm extensions. Even with prosthetic arms or extensions, it would be difficult to grasp and throw a rock effectively without using one's own hand. Now, let's review the footage again, and I'll apply my own enhancements to hopefully provide clearer insights into this sighting. While skeptics haven't provided a concrete explanation for how the rock could be thrown with an arm extension, they still believe the footage might show a costume, which is certainly a possibility. This footage was captured near the location of another well-known Bigfoot video called the Provo Canyon Bigfoot Encounter, which has garnered millions of views. However, the video I showed earlier has impressed people more than the mainstream one. Does that mean it depicts a real Sasquatch? I'm not asserting that it does, but it is certainly more impressive than most. Number 5.
All right, I agree. That was more impressive than most, but I know some tall guys with long arms, and I've seen these Bigfoot. You can buy a Bigfoot outfit on Amazon for about $400. That looks pretty realistic, and it has all the way up to like XXX large, and just kind of bends over, throws a rock, and that guy takes off running. I don't want to say that I'm that brave, but I kind of feel like if I'm that close to a Bigfoot, I'm running up on him and I'm trying to get a good video of him, and then somebody can find the lost footage a little bit later. Well, let's watch number 5 and see what happens.
This video was claimed to have been captured by Vacation in Otter Blue Ridge, Georgia. It was submitted to Legends Beware on July 12, 2013. Immediately as the video begins, an alleged Sasquatch can be seen crossing the road and entering the woods. The man recording then yells, "Get in the house, get in the house." So what I assume is someone standing behind him. He runs to want the Bigfoot and spots it a few times. Take a look.
Get in the house. Get in the house.
This guy's got the idea. Run up on it. I don't think I've seen this one before. Seems lost though. He's kind of walking in circles, or it's walking in circles. Oh, that was growling.
Let's take a look at the footage, again this time enhanced.
Boy, I don't know, folks.
One common success quote I see a lot of people on here are saying it's obviously these or that. I personally didn't see anything to prove or disprove that it was or wasn't a Bigfoot, obviously a man in a costume. I didn't see any sympathy buttons, did anybody else? Meanwhile, someone else in the comments stated the following quote, "That grunt sound was very low frequency and very powerful, hard to fake," end quote. Many others believe it to be a man in a costume, saying that the Bigfoot appears to be man-sized. And I suppose the ground sounds could be sound effects added in post-production, but otherwise it definitely seems to be quite a large costume if it is one. Someone did, however, mention that people tend to forget that Sasquatches also go through infancy, childhood, adolescence, normal phases of growth and development, so this could just be a Bigfoot starting out small just like humans do. Others point out that he shakes the camera quite a bit once, this due to him being nervous, or was it to hide the details of what could be a costume?
All right, folks. So we made it. We made it about 6 in. That last one, I don't know. It was hard to tell. It seemed like it looked like a human hand, but I would imagine maybe Bigfoot has hands a lot like us. And he did run up on it. Hey, that's what I think I say I would. I think I would try to run up on it and make sure for sure. So I'm just not sure. I think some of these videos are just really hard to tell, and if you do them right, you can get away with just enough, or you can't prove or disprove it. So I don't know, but all right, guys, I appreciate you hanging in there. Leave any comments in the comment section what you think, and I'll definitely reply. I like watching these videos and trying to figure out what's real and what's not. So, all right, folks, we're gonna jump in and we're gonna do the last four here. This YouTube guy is Wild Assault, I believe is his name. He has quite a few little Bigfoot videos. Wild Assault at YouTube. All right, here we go. Number 4.
Number 4. Christina Roberts, while turkey hunting, reported seeing 2 Sasquatches walking by. She speculates they were feeding on a deer they might have killed earlier. Let's start by watching the original video.
Guys, I was out here hunting, and I'm so startled right now. I think I may have stumbled across a Bigfoot. I'm just not sure. Here, let's see if you guys can tell. I'm so startled right now. I'm so startled. Yeah. Okay, there's 2 Bigfoots. I don't know. It looks like he's got a dead deer in his arm or something. I'm not sure. Oh my god, I think he sees me. I have to go.
Next, we'll view the same footage, but this time with enhanced clarity.
I don't know about that. It looks like 2 hunters walking through the woods, and she does not seem very scared.
Many believe these figures are simply people in costumes and that the woman's account might be fabricated. However, analysts who have studied the footage argue against this, suggesting the figures are not human. With the enhanced video, you can form your own opinion, though it remains challenging to determine from the blurry footage. Number 3.
All right, I gotta pause it. Somebody's gonna have to tell me in the comments if I'm crazy. That looked like 2 hunters walking through the woods, and she's like, "Oh, I'm terrified" or whatever, and they weren't even that far away. So I would imagine if it was really a Bigfoot, they would have absolutely known she was over there filming it. So okay, we'll go with that. Number 4, I think that was people. I think that was people walking around.
There's a creature up around over that there.
Oh yeah, okay, now I see something. Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of coming over the.
Yeah. Just through the tree.
According to YouTuber Thinka, anyone who could throw this tree would need superhuman strength. He notes that the visible part of the figure, which is thought to be just the torso, appears to be about 3 feet long. He estimated the tree to be at least 12 feet long, but opted for a more conservative estimate of 11 feet. The tree's diameter is estimated at 4 inches at the small end and 5 inches at the large end, making the aspen tree weigh approximately 51 pounds. Comparing this to strongmen throwing objects of similar weight, Anka concludes that no human could throw a tree this far while standing still. He estimated the throw to be around 40 feet, and even if the tree were made of plastic, it would still be extremely difficult to throw it that distance from a standing position. Additionally, the tree looks solid and heavy in the footage and does not appear to bend or fold, as noted by most comments, with one remarking, quote, "This is in no way a 12-foot tree. I run 10-foot stakes of half inches, can do it all the time in the field as an electrician for many years. Once you're used to knowing what 10-foot looks like, you can guesstimate just how long something is based on its distance. That tree's over 20 foot long easy and way more than 5 inches in diameter. I would guess that tree's more likely 8 or 9 inches in diameter. So what is the distance and weight of it now? That has to be incredible." Another person said, "I work with trees that size all the time. No man on my team could do that to a tree that large. That is a lot of tree, and it fell dead weight like a heavy object. Further, if you look close, you see he didn't just throw that tree. He uprooted it, and you can see the dirt fly up behind it if you notice. That is the most compelling proof I've seen of something other than a man being in the woods out there. Personally, I'm unsure how they could have staged this if it were a hoax, but many people have come up with elaborate theories about how extraordinary circumstances might have made it possible. While suggesting it's CGI shows a lack of understanding about CGI, I'm not claiming this video proves the existence of Sasquatches. However, it remains an impressive and compelling piece of footage that's difficult to dismiss."
I don't know. It again, it's so hard to see. I mean, there's obviously something over here, and he obviously chucked something. That was a lot better than number 4. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure we're getting a clear enough picture of what's going on, but whatever this is, it did chuck a tree way over there, and that's pretty impressive. We'll keep on rolling here.
Number 2. Now it's time for Russian Bigfoot sighting when translated. The description says I don't even know who or what it was. The video takes place in the woods where a man is very scared of a creature walking in front of him. It was uploaded in 2011. Let's take a look.
Серега, что это? Серега, это... Серега. Серега.
Analysis shows that whoever or whatever it is walks with bent knees at certain points, which would be pretty hard to do if there was a hoax. This is definitely one of the scariest Bigfoot videos that I've found on YouTube. But many people believe this is a hoax, claiming that it is undeniably a suit. Many also say that it looks like a person attempting to walk like a Sasquatch. Number 1.
All right, number 1. I'll tell you what, folks, you chime in on that one. If you've ever been out in the woods, even if you're trying to be quiet, the guy's out there and he's kind of frantic with the camera pointing at the Bigfoot. Like, this Bigfoot's gonna see him. I mean, these animals can hear probably 100 times better than we can. So for it to not really even acknowledge that he was there, I don't know. Again, that's why we watch these, to see what's going on. But you guys let me know. Here we go. Number 1, folks. Let's see what number 1's got to bring.
A woman recently recovered a 22-year-old tape of a Bigfoot sighting that she and her father captured. She invested a significant amount of money to restore the footage and transfer it to DVD. The sighting took place in the Cascade Mountains, and her father requested anonymity to avoid unwanted attention, but she felt compelled to share the footage. The video shows the alleged Bigfoot walking around, with the woman narrating the events throughout. However, the video has faced considerable criticism. The narration about the events leading up to the sighting is in a different format from the actual footage of the sighting. This discrepancy might be due to the need for the editor to include additional mountain and campsite footage to avoid a black screen. There's no information on whether the footage was originally filmed by her father, but when the actual Bigfoot sighting is shown, the format changes to something that doesn't appear to have been edited. Let's review the footage again, this time with enhanced clarity. It's possible that this footage could be fabricated, as it's too blurry for a detailed analysis.
This guy's got another one.
Reaching a definitive conclusion is challenging. The unusual format changes have also led some people to be skeptical.
Hey, he's got another one that's somebody got kidnapped by a Bigfoot. Well, look, folks, that was the top 10 scariest Bigfoot videos. I don't know. I maybe only saw a couple on there that I might go, maybe it was a Bigfoot. I just feel like until maybe one of them really comes up and gets a hold of somebody, chucks them around, and we find some found footage, I'm not really sure. But hey, I appreciate you guys. I'm Reggie Ray. Hit that like button and subscribe. I'm hoping to do some more videos like this. I'll probably do a couple more Bigfoot videos. I'm trying to find ones I haven't watched before. And it's the weekend, so I may dive into some UFOs at some point this weekend too. So y'all have a good one. I appreciate you sticking around and watching that video.